Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at an article from CNN. Now, this was published on the 12th and it's been updated since then, again on the 12th. It's written by 4 people. It took 4 freaking people to write this bullshit. And you're going to see how bad this bullshit is. We're going through it. You're going to look at this and you're going to be like, oh my God. They have absolutely nothing. They've got all this anonymous fucking source bullshit. And the person that they're claiming, the person that they're claiming Trump was engaged with here, McCarthy. All right. They claim all these things that was done. Trump said to him all this. And McCarthy won't even talk to them. This is all anonymous source bullshit. Yeah, well, look at the title here. New details about Trump-McCarthy shouting match shows Trump refused to call off the rioters. Now, this is what's fucked up. They can't survive without Trump these days. All right? You got the addicts. They can't go more than 2, 3, 4 days, and they got to get their fix, okay? CNN and all these legacy media outlets got nothing except rioting the fucking Trump derangement until the wheels fall off now. CNN's ratings tanked at this point. They're up shit's creek. So they got to push shit like this. In an expletive-laced phone call with House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy while the Capitol was under attack, then President Donald Trump said the rioters cared more about the election results than McCarthy did. Now, this is what's funny. This is all coming from third hand, fourth hand, briefed on the matter, anonymous people, shit like that. No direct knowledge, no one who was even in the room when the phone call took place, nothing. Let's get into this shit. Get it over with. It's like pulling a Band-Aid. Let's get through it as quickly as possible. Well, Kevin, I guess these people are more upset about the election than you are, Trump said, according to lawmakers who were briefed on the call afterward by McCarthy. Bullshit. I call bullshit. Because McCarthy won't even talk to them, won't confirm this shit, won't do nothing. So these people were briefed on the call supposedly by McCarthy, and yet we have a direct fucking quote of Trump. Okay, I love this one. This is what's funny is they can give a direct quote of what Trump said. When anyone knows who's ever played the game telephone, you go from person to person, shit changes. But yet this is a direct fucking quote from Trump. We got to take his gospel from a third-hand fucking source. Because CNN says that it's accurate, because they're putting in quotes. McCarthy insisted that the rioters were Trump supporters and begged Trump to call them off. Oh, bullshit. You notice how McCarthy insisted this? They're putting words into his mouth, first off, okay? And the thing is he might have done that, but we don't know because they didn't actually confirm anything with McCarthy. And the thing is when you literally have a CNN reporter with an ex-BLM, that BLM went, this bitch is fucking crazy, and kicked him out. Okay, and he's done up in Trump garb, and they're instigating shit, and they're filming it. Jaden X, go look up his shit. The stupid fuck was too stupid to delete the video from the stream where they actually talked about what they were doing, about instigating shit. Okay? And they're trying to say, oh, all Trump supporters. When literally one of their reporters, which I'm sure was on the clock at the time, was there instigating shit so that they could get their fucking story. You gotta love that one. I mean, you had Boogaloo Boys there. They ain't Trump supporters. You had QAnon people, the Q-tards. Not all of them are Trump supporters. But yet, we got to push this narrative. Everyone there was a Trump supporter when you literally had an ex-BLM who got kicked out of the organization because of being a fucking extremist psychopath fucking little soy boy shitbrick. In bed with a CNN. Well, I don't think he's in bed with her literally. But you know what I mean on in bed. Because, he just seems a little impressy if you catch my drift. Yeah. Literally admitting on tape that they were there to instigate. And there's footage of them doing that. Yeah. Okay, all Trump supporters. Yeah. Uh-huh. You're going to love that one. Trump's comment set off what Republican lawmakers familiar with the call described as a shouting match between the two men. Familiar with the call. They weren't even there. But we have to believe what they're being claimed they said. A furious McCarthy told the then president, the rioters were breaking into his office through the windows and asked Trump, who the fuck do you think you were talking to, according to a Republican lawmaker familiar with the call? Bullshit. Because they want McCarthy to look all tough and look, he's talking that way to Trump. This is all familiar, third, fourth fucking sources. These aren't people who weren't there. They don't know what happened. They don't know what was said. The newly revealed details of the call described to CNN by multiple Republicans briefed on it. Oh, how convenient. They're all the rhino neocon shitbags that voted for fucking impeachment and now have, like, approval ratings in the toilet and couldn't get elected to be a fucking dog catcher. That's basically the people that have been feeding them fucking intel, these rhino neocon shitbricks. And we're supposed to trust them. Yeah, okay. But anyway, so described to CNN by multiple Republicans briefed on it, provide critical insight into the president's state of mind as rioters were overrunning the Capitol. Oh, state of mind. So now they're mind fucking readers too. Okay, by taking fourth, fifth, and sixth hand knowledge, we can actually see an insight into Trump's mind. Bullshit. Bullshit. The existence of the call and some of its details were first reported by Punchbowl News and discussed publicly by McCarthy. And you're making up all this shit about it because otherwise you would literally be quoting McCarthy if he did talk about it the way you're claiming. The Republican members of Congress said the exchange showed Trump had no intention of calling off the rioters, even as lawmakers were pleading with him to intervene. Bullshit. He said, go home. Told them to stop. Several said it accounted to a dereliction of his presidential duty, of course, because they're trying to fucking claim that, he incited the riot, and where that isn't working, now it's a dereliction of duty because they really want this impeachment shit to fly. And they're throwing everything they can at the wall, trying to get something to fucking stick at this point, and it's all just rolling down off of it. He is not a blameless observer. He was rooting for them. A Republican member of Congress said, what member? You notice they don't fucking say who said this shit. What's the member of Congress? On January 13th, Kevin McCarthy said on the floor of the House that President bears responsibility, and he does. Now, you got to love this. They give an anonymous Republican, then they give McCarthy saying this out of context, and they try to put the two together. This is how sleazy and dishonest CNN is. I mean, obviously, you people, most of the people who sub to me, you already know this. Actually, all of you probably do. But for the new ones, the new subs, this is run-of-the-mill standard shit for CNN these days. Taking two different people, an anonymous Republican and McCarthy, let's mash them together and come up with something completely different. Speaking to the president from inside the besieged Capitol, McCarthy pressed Trump to call off his supporters and engaged in a heated disagreement about who comprised the crowd. Yeah, okay. This is such bullshit. Trump's comment about the would-be insurrectionist caring more about the election results than McCarthy did was first mentioned by Rep. Jamie Herrera Butler, a Republican from Washington State, in a town hall earlier this week, and was confirmed to CNN by Herrera Butler and other Republicans briefed on the conversation. So they weren't there. They don't have any fucking clue. These are the never fucking Trump rhino neocon shitbags, and they actually think that means something. It might mean something to the low IQ, dumbed down, lefty fucking retards that read CNN, but in the real world, with people who have the ability to, do deductive reasoning, think for themselves, those type of people, they're going to see through this bullshit. They're just feeding the fucktards. The CNN Trump deranged fucktards. And they think that, and this is why they want to shut down Fox News. They want to stop, independent content creators online because people know this is bullshit. And they honestly think if they shut down alternative media, if they shut down the conservative side of the legacy media, like Fox, and now you've got it's legacy media, but it's like new media with OAN and Newsmax. They want to shut all that down because they think if they shut all that down, then if they keep feeding people this type of fucking low IQ take propaganda bullshit, the average person will start believing it instead of just the fucking retarded left. It's not going to happen. And all they're going to do is just drive people looking for news underground. And you're going to create an underground economy of sorts with it, with the alternative media. Okay? If they have to go and use Tor, they'll use Tor. Okay? And have onion sites and shit like that. You're not going to shut down the alternative media. And you're not going to have people drinking the Kool-Aid with this stupid shit. I mean, this is ridiculous. You have to look at what he did during the insurrection to confirm where his mind is at. Herrera Butler, one of 10 House Republicans who voted last month to impeach Trump, told CNN, "Excuse me? You cannot know where his mind was." This is the same shit of when they strolled out like that shrink who lost her fucking license, okay, because of her unethical things that she did. Unethically, when they strolled her out and they had her unethically fucking, making medical diagnoses of Trump, this is the same type of shit. The same exact shit. It seriously is. It's disgusting. That line right there demonstrates to me that either he didn't care, which is impeachable. Wait. How is not caring fucking impeachable? He didn't commit a fucking crime. But anyway, which is impeachable? Because you cannot allow an attack on your soil. Or he wanted it to happen and it was okay with it. Which makes me so angry. Oh, bullshit. You fucking never Trump piece of shit, Bwetler, or whatever your name is. Go fuck yourself. Wow. Oh my God. We should never stand for that, for any reason, under any party flag, she added, voicing her extreme frustration. I'm trying really hard not to say the F word. Well, I'll say it for you. Fuck you, you fucking bitch. You nasty, skanky. Oh, I want to use the C word so bad. But that's like the one word. Even to this day, with how I was brought up, I was told, no, you can't use that word. I mean, I could swear as a kid. That was one of the things my mother let me do. Because my grandmother could make a truck driver and a Marine blush. My mother could do it, but she chose not to. But I was allowed to swear. And that's the one word I was told by them I cannot say. And they drilled that into me hard. I mean, I'm in my 40s and I still have problems with saying it. But I just want to be like you. Fucking see you next Tuesday. This bitch is crazy. Herrera Butler went a step further on Friday night, calling on others to speak up about any other details they might know regarding conversations Trump and Pence had on January 6th. Well, bitch, you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Okay, someone told someone who told someone who told someone who told you. And then you went and told someone who told someone who told someone. This is a major fucking game of telephone. And CNN is reporting the game of telephone as direct quotes and factually accurate. That should tell you this is some fucked up propagandistic bullshit. To the patriots who were standing next to the former president as these conversations were happening, or even to the former vice president, if you have something to add here, now would be the time, she said in a statement. They're really hoping to get more people to fucking lie and push their bullshit here. Calling them patriots. You mean the fucking swamp that was standing around, the swamp fucking creatures? I mean, you had some loyal Trump people, but a lot of them got kicked to the fucking curb because of Kushner and other fucking rejects. But, yeah. The swamp is patriots? Bullshit. And if this shit actually took place, you don't think the swamp would be coming out with that? Bullshit. They would. You know they would. Another Republican member of Congress said the call was problematic for Trump. That problematic fucking thing. The left loves that word problematic. And these days it just doesn't, problematic doesn't mean shit. It really doesn't. When they say something's problematic, it really isn't. 99.99995% of the time. I think it speaks to the former president's mindset. This is all coordinated bullshit. They keep talking about his mental state, his mindset, all this other shit. This is all coordinated. This is all propaganda. When they're all parodying the same exact shit, that's what it is. But I think it speaks to the former president's mindset, said Rep. Anthony Gonzalez, an Ohio Republican who was also voted to impeach Trump last month. He was not sorry to see his unyieldingly loyal vice president or the Congress under attack by the mob he inspired. He didn't inspire the fucking mob. The mob was overdoing their own fucking thing while he was on stage doing his speech. They stormed the Capitol while he was doing his speech. But that inconvenient truth doesn't help with the little fucking narrative, now does it? In fact, it seems he was happy about it, or at least he enjoyed the scenes that were horrifying to most Americans across the country. Oh, bullshit. No fucking proof. Oh, I'm speaking from, firsthand knowledge, even though I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. That's what these assholes are doing here. As senators prepare to determine Trump's fate, multiple Republicans thought the details of the call were important to the proceedings because they believe it paints a damning portrait of Trump's lack of action during the attack. At least one of the sources who spoke to CNN took detailed notes of McCarthy's recounting of the call. Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit here. Took notes. It's a third or fourth hand source. Yeah, they took notes. Well, McCarthy was telling them about the phone call. They were writing shit down. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's really friggin' believable. Trump and McCarthy did not respond to requests for comment, which you notice they put this down at the end because what would solve this is if McCarthy talked to them. But see, McCarthy didn't talk to them. They don't want that out there because if McCarthy's not responding to CNN, it basically is saying you're a fucking bunch of retards who are talking out your ass. I'm not going to fucking feed this bullshit. So that's why it's pretty much towards the end of the article here. It took Trump several hours after the attack began to eventually encourage his supporters to go home in peace. A tweet that came at the urging of his top aides. He did a video. Holy shit. They're completely making shit up here. At Trump's impeachment trial Friday, his lawyers argued that Trump did in fact try to calm the rioters with a series of tweets while the attack unfolded. But his lawyers cherry-picked his tweets. Talk about projection. All you fuckers have done is cherry-picked his shit. You cherry-picked from the fucking speech, okay? And a video came out and showed all the shit the Democrats cut out of it. Trump showed what you guys cut out of it to show how dishonest the Democrats were. Shut the fuck up. Wow. Talk about cherry picking. Projecting fucking pieces of shit. But anyway, his lawyers cherry picked his tweets, focusing on his request for supporters to remain peaceful, without mentioning that he also attacked then Vice President Mike Pence and waited hours to explicitly urge rioters to leave the Capitol. Oh, bullshit. So basically saying, be peaceful. Okay, wasn't good enough. That's not trying to diffuse the thing. Telling people to be calm and peaceful. Bullshit. This is such fucking ridiculous shit. A source close to Pence said Trump's legal team was not telling the truth when attorney Michael Van der Veen said at the trial, at no point did then president know his vice president was in danger. Because he wasn't. This is complete bullshit. Okay? You have Pence's swamp creatures fucking pushing more bullshit. Wow. This was already proven verifiably false. He was not in any danger. That was stated already before this point. Asked whether Van der Veen was lying, the source said, yes, former Pence aides are still fuming over Trump's actions on January 6th, insisting he never checked on the vice president as Pence was being rushed from danger by his U.S. Secret Service detail. Oh, bullshit. Whiny fucking Nancy boy fucking swamp creatures here. Cry me a river. It is unclear to what extent these new details were known by the House Democratic impeachment managers, or whether the team considered calling McCarthy as a witness. I would love to see that because I want to see this fucking bullshit destroyed here. The managers have preserved the option to call witnesses in the ongoing impeachment trial, although that option remains unlikely as the trial winds down. Yeah, and you people haven't fucking been able to prove shit. You had anonymous sources and fucking opinion articles and shit like that, and you claim those were factual information. Raffensperger's claiming all this shit's factual, okay? And then when he gets proven a fucking liar and has to fucking remove something, he doesn't want to say it's factually wrong. And what do you hear from the floor of... What do you hear from the floor of fucking Congress? You hear a member of it go... and call the shit out while he's saying, yeah, we want to pull this piece of evidence. And he goes, because it was a lie, or something to that extent. Because it's a lie. I mean, it was beautiful. Their shit's falling apart, and they don't even realize this. They're pushing this shit even harder. And all that's going on is they are actually helping Trump with this right now. All right? He is coming out stronger and stronger from the shit that they go after him with, okay? What doesn't kill you only makes you stronger with Trump. And they ain't getting that one. If they just fucking walked away, they'd probably be better off at this point. Oh, God. Anyway, let's just get through the last of this here. The House Republican leader has been forthcoming with his conference about details of his conversations with Trump on and after January 6th. Trump himself has not taken any responsibility in public because he has no reason to take responsibility for the actions of others. He didn't incite shit. He didn't cause shit to happen. Those people planned that shit was planned out before the 6th. Documented fact. He was on stage while the people stormed the Capitol. He has no responsibility. Anyway, I've covered this well enough. I'm leaving things here. If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video, when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.